Hello, Sagittarius. Hello, Leo. Elsie here to do readings for you for the week ahead. Thank you so much for clicking here. If you are new, I hope you will stay. I also hope that you'll reach out and hit that thumbs up if you enjoy the content here, just so we can find more energy for Leo and Sagittarius. I'm going to do a reading for the week ahead for you, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I will read for Sagittarius first. There we go. We've dropped the first two cards for Sagittarius. Leo, I'll see you in just a second. All right, we're going to start here, Sagittarius. We have Temptation and Destiny. Interesting. Temptation and destiny coming out together to me means that you are going to be tempted. It means that there is a road coming up for you, I feel, that is something that you've wanted. It feels like there is some sort of a manifestation that is about to play out. The Destiny card is the Wheel of Fortune, so it is of a fortunate nature. It looks like it is divine timing for something. But there is some sort of a temptation, I feel, in the way. And I don't think it's blocking you from anything, but I do feel like it's a test, is what I want to say. That this is remaining in the moment, remaining right now and here, right? Not in the past and not in the future. But this is something that is kind of past or future, isn't it? Right? It can be, for sure. It feels like you're still allowing somebody's energy to hang on you, or you haven't fully given up something. Hope. It's going to be a quiet time for you right now. It feels like you're supposed to be taking time for you, doing a lot of self-care. I think you're supposed to be healing. And then once the healing is done, because that's what this is, right? This is the star. Once the healing is done, the rest and rejuvenation takes place. Here comes the prosperity. Prosperity begins, but it looks like it begins with some sort of sacrifice. I think that you already know what this is. It's something that you know that you're going to have to give up, and you've been not wanting to face it. Solar plexus chakra in the reverse. And power, which is the Chariot. Interesting energy. All right, let's take a look here. All right, Sagittarius, what else do we have for you here? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about the week ahead for Sagittarius, please. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. All right. Let's take that. We've got 3 cards, which is usually what I ask for, is 3 cards. All right. So we've got the Cat, a two-faced friend. Okay. We've got the Boat, money, property, money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. And then we have the Weeping Willow, family sorrow. It feels like there is going to be some sort of an opportunity for you to dig someone out of a hole. That's what I think the family sorrow is about. I feel as though somebody's going to be coming to you with some sort of an issue that they're experiencing in their family. So when it says family sorrow, this could be a sister or a brother who's married, and there is something going on in their life which they require your help for. I feel like the help they require is about money or property through inheritance or winning or some sort of a windfall. This person is not necessarily wanting you to make the best choices or decisions for yourself. They want you to make the best choices and decisions that benefit them. And the temptation, I believe, is you wanting to give in, wanting to help. Because that's who you are. If nothing else, Sagittarius, you're the fixer, right? You always want to help fix something. But I feel like this is going to be some sort of a temptation for you. Now, it feels like it could be financially related. It doesn't have to be. There is somebody that's going through some sort of a peril, some sort of problem in their life, and it might be a quick fix to band-aid it with some money. But I think where you really need to stop and think is that destiny is here for you right now. It is divine timing for all the things that you've been manifesting. All the things that you've been manifesting for you, Sagittarius, are about to come forward. And are you going to let yourself be pulled off track by the temptation to help somebody else and put yourself on the back burner again? Or are you going to make sure that you can move forward in a healthy way and allow this person to experience their lessons? Because if you keep bailing people out, Sag, they're never learning their lessons, and that's why they keep coming back to you. So I feel like this is the test. The test is, can you do it? Can you move forward for you, Sagittarius? Can you do it for you? Or are you going to put yourself on the back burner again for somebody else? Okay. I've got the unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. So use your intuition. And it's okay to put yourself first. It's okay to do that. We've got the dark man. Dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or dark hair. This could be the person we're talking about who is the temptation for you to fix or you to help, or it's like you want to teach them something that might make them happier, but with the temptation here with the devil, I don't think they're open to it, Sag. This person's not open to making any changes. And so any way that you try and reach out to help them, I believe, is a test. Because I feel like this is what you do over and over. You get close to what you want, or taking care of you, or making sure that you have what you need, and then enters someone who needs your help. What do? Because it says there's a two-faced friend here. We could be talking about a friend or a relative, but somebody here has an ulterior motive. They're either trying to get money from you or do something that is of benefit to them and not necessarily of benefit to you. But understand, I believe that's the pattern you've created with this person. Oh, sorry, guys. I believe that's the pattern you've created with this person. I feel as though... okay. I feel as though that you have bailed this person out a lot, and it could be financially, but it doesn't have to be. Maybe you've bailed them out, emotionally. Maybe you've bailed them out by just being their sounding board. Maybe you're always bailing them out and not allowing them to bail themselves. And I'm saying bail because of the boat. It could be about money, but it doesn't have to be. I've got the Ten of Pentacles here. For some of you, it is about money. Yep. Somebody's going to come to you and ask you for money. And it's going to be a situation of, well, I did really want to start putting money away to take that special trip of a lifetime to wherever in the world that is for you, fill in the blank. But if I give this person the amount of money that they need to bail them out, I'm going to have to delay my, the thing I've been planning for a year. I think it's a test. And this test isn't just about money. Tests are universal. If you do it for money, what else will you do it for? Do you really love yourself enough? It's like, how bad do you want it, Sag? Do you really love yourself, or are you going to give into whatever it is? Are you going to give into helping somebody get what they want and put whatever you want on the back burner? The Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Got the Four of Swords in the reverse and the Star card. So somebody's been healing after waiting. Healing after waiting and nurturing their emotions. Somebody here has become very balanced, and that's why the Wheel of Fortune is here. Okay. Somebody here is preparing for something to begin new in the future, but it is going to take a little bit of time. We've got the Seven of Pentacles here, right? It's going to take a little bit of time for whatever it is to come together. All right. Just listening. So somebody wants to put the arguments and fighting behind them, Sag. They don't want to, it's like they're trying to transmute their energy. Instead of fighting it, now they want to fight for it, is what I'm going to say. It feels like there may have been possibly something that has ended or has stalled. I'm looking at the Three of Cups in the reverse. It feels like somebody here thought that they had their abundance in hand. It feels like they thought they had their abundance in hand, okay? So this could, for some of you guys, be about the bank, right? You thought you were going to get the loan. You did everything you could to get your credit rating up, to get everything in line, and then it just didn't work out for you. There was no happiness. There was no celebration. But for others of you, it could be about somebody that you're looking at in terms of a long-term relationship. That I think with this person, that there's always been a little bit of friction or intensity or something like angst almost. There's always been some sort of something in the way that has been stopping you two from coming together. But the Ten of Pentacles and the Five of Swords tells me that someone has transmuted the energy. They no longer are fighting or arguing. They're now fighting for what they want. They're fighting to make decisions. This guy's holding 2 swords, right? He's got 3 on the ground. He's like, the hell with the heartbreak. I'm not doing this anymore. I need to make a decision to move forward. It feels like somebody's going through some changes mentally about their state of their 3D relationship with not only other people, but themselves as well. It feels like somebody felt like they were maybe putting their energy in the wrong place, and therefore it feels like when it went south, or it didn't work, or you didn't get the loan, or that person didn't want to go out with you again, it felt hurtful. It made you want to run at it and fight for it more. But it feels, though, that you have had a change of mind, though. A change of mind, or a transmutation of the energy. And it feels like you're like, you know what? You get to do what you want. I'm going to be happy anyway. You do you, boo. I'm going to be happy anyway. Because this, regardless of what goes on here, regardless of who wants you, who's fighting for you, who's not fighting for you, who's in the future, who's in the past, y'all, it doesn't matter. What matters is you. And in the moment, right? You're supposed to be focusing on you. And I think that essentially that's what the answer is here. You do whatever you need to do. I'm going to be happy in this brand new opening of this chapter anyway. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit risky, but I'm willing to grow. And that's really what the truth of the Fool is. I'm willing to grow. I'm willing to go through whatever I need to go through in order to find my happiness, my balance, my growth. That really is the Fool's journey. Understanding that there's going to be hard times with good times. I feel like there is a message coming. And so for those of you who are looking at this reading as someone maybe contacting you to ask you for help, either financially or otherwise, I feel as though this person isn't really very reliable. They're not that reliable. They're not someone that you really trust. But the thing is that your Sag nature is to help and fix. And so help, fix, give advice, that kind of thing, right? And so I feel as though it's really pulling on you. It's really pulling on you because here's your new start, right? You know that you've been maybe saving a lot of money for this trip, and this is the only time you're going to be able to do it. But there is somebody who may be losing their house because of their mortgage, or maybe their business just went down. You know, maybe the pandemic took down their business. Like, it feels like there is somebody who's going to come to you and ask you to prioritize them over you, whether that is in relationship or business or the workplace. I don't know. Take it as it resonates, but it feels like that's your challenge. This in the week ahead is picking you over a situation that you feel will benefit someone else and not necessarily you. It isn't a question of who you love more. The question is, who do you have enough self-worth to say, not my circus, not my monkeys. I'm here for moral support, but look, I've been saving for an entire year for this. And I understand that decisions you've made have put you in a position, or maybe decisions you didn't make put you in a position of where you are right now. But I can't put myself on the back burner anymore. I've done it for so long in my life, I just can't put me on the back burner anymore. Got the Tower. See, someone's got the bird's eye view, Sag. I think it's you. you're really thinking differently. You're looking over the whole situation, right? The very top of that tower is the bird's eye view. You're looking at things in a very, I'm going to say, organized and big picture way. You're no longer just looking at putting out fires in the moment. And I also think that you're someone who is used to always sacrificing for others, and people don't sacrifice for you, Sag. You've had dreams of doing this for so long, right? That's what the ship is. So you have dreams of traveling or going abroad, and now Ten of Swords, maybe you're going to have to cut that short because someone has asked you to put off your own plans to help them. I don't think you're going to do it. No. I don't think you're going to do it because I feel as though you have a different level of self-worth right now, Sagittarius. I feel like you've worked up to this point where you have earned your bird's eye view. You have earned looking at your dreams and getting close to them. Like you really have been working hard on it. You've been really working hard. This tower is also about corporations. So maybe you have a business or you've just been working for another business, and it's not necessarily your biggest passion in life, but you really do want to make the coin in order to do this thing that you want to do. And now here comes somebody who's trying to ask you for money. Family sorrow. It feels like a financial ask. It does to me. We've got the Anchor. Yeah, it's somebody who's been secretly pulling you down. This person is someone who feels like you're always going to be there. And it doesn't matter what mask they come to you with, that you're always going to be there and you're always going to be their anchor, even when things are going bad. You're always going to be the anchor. That's the person who's coming at you, who's going to ask you for this very large, maybe financial favor, or maybe can you get me into this business, or it is something that ends up being a sacrifice for you. So the Destiny card is here to say, Sagittarius, how bad do you want it? This is your test, Sag. You've been telling me you're the Empress. You've been telling me that you're doing self-care, taking care of the self. You're journaling. You're taking care of your health. You're eating differently, moving differently. Now here comes the test. We got to test you. What's the litmus, right? What is it? At what point will you turn your back on yourself in order to help someone else? And please understand that I am a person of charity, but at some point you have to realize that if you go all in, it means self-sacrifice. And there is just about one person on this earth that I would do that for, and that's my son. And that's really it. The rest of it's codependency. Okay, so we have the Death card, and we have the Six of Cups. You are going to be asked to give up something big. You're going to be asked to move along to your hopes, wishes, and dreams. And I do believe that it's going to be somebody who is your soulmate or someone you have dreamed about being with forever. The Six of Cups is giving me not only that we are kind and good and friendly to each other, but I do believe that there is a deep sense of love here. That's what it feels like. A deep sense of love, because I'm looking at 3, and 3 is the Empress. And the only way you get to be the Empress is if you have a really deep self-love, for real. It's the only reason that you would be given this beautiful new chapter full of growth. So I feel as though this person is asking you to give up the big picture to help them. I don't know what relationship they have to you, but I can tell you that the Six of Cups tells me that you either see them as a soulmate or a soulmate friend or somebody who you might take a bullet for. It seems like an important person. That person's going to ask you to either give up your peace or give up some money. something that's going to significantly impact you and not allow you to step over the edge here as the Fool. But maybe the Fool is, do I step off the edge? Do I, pull the trigger on my hopes and dreams? What do I do? What's the challenge here, Sag? The challenge here is the Ace of Wands, going out for your new passion, right? Aries energy, starting the new passion, going for it. That is the challenge. And I think that's what is challenging you right now. So I feel as though for some of you, if you are looking at this in terms of love or affection or romantic, I do believe that this person that's coming from the past is someone that has your heart. I think that you were or are, I'm not sure if it's past or present, in love with them, but I feel a lot of deep, deep connection and feelings here. Someone is going to ask you maybe to give up your life's work or to give up your job and move with them. They're going to ask you to stop what you're doing in order to be able to blend your life with theirs. Some of you will decide to take the Fool. Some of you will say, nope, nope. Because the Fool is here, and really this looks like an opportunity for incredible clarity and truth. And I feel like this person has lied to you before. I don't know. For some of you, I feel like the Scythe says you might cut them out. That this person has taken too long. Jack of Pentacles is on the bottom right-hand corner. It's just taken too long for this to come together. So who is this person? Is it a Leo? Is it an Aries? We have also Scorpio here. We have Taurus, Aquarius. We have Scorpio and Leo. And the Temptation card is Capricorn. There's a lot of energy here. We're going to go into the extension and pull it apart a little bit to see who we're talking about here. If this is your scenario, you might want to follow. It would be great if you did. But if not, I will be back with other readings for you, Sag. I love you guys. Bye-bye. And just like that, here we are, Leo. How are you? I hope you're well. I'm here to do your reading for the week ahead, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Leo, if you're interested in a private read, please do look below in the description. You'll see the yellow dot where you can find my email address. You can also find the link to Wizio. You cannot book me through email, but if you have any questions about my process, please email me. I'm always there. All right, here we go. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell us what Leo should expect in the week ahead, please. What should Leo expect in the week ahead? Harmony. Harmony. Oh, interesting. We'll take the 3. We've got emotional loss in the base chakra, but we'll take the 3. Just know that we are looking at someone who is having a hard time expressing their emotions to someone. That's what it looks like. It feels like there is somebody here who has feelings for you, Leo, and that this person wishes for victory. This person sees you as someone who moves really quickly, but also someone who's into the waiting game. Why is that? Listening. Okay, so the waiting game is you, I believe. I think you're waiting. Leo, is it you though? It feels like waiting on both parts, probably. It feels like two people are waiting each other out. That's what it feels like. There's some feelings here. Feelings that maybe things went, you came together and things went too quickly or very fast. And now it's kind of, it feels weird. The energy feels weird between you. Harmony is the Lover's card. So this is a soulmate that you're dealing with. You're dealing with soulmate energy. The waiting game, it feels like you want to wait until all things are perfect, or it's not the right time. That's why you're waiting. It's not the right time for you. Maybe it's the right time for them, Leo, but it's not the right time for you. All right, what do we have here? Tell me more about this for Leo, please. Somebody here does want triumph with you, though. Somebody here is really attracted to you or has feelings for you, and they're playing the waiting game. It's like maybe you haven't contacted them, or maybe you two aren't talking right now. That's what it feels like, that energy. We've got the flowers, happiness. So you feel good when you're with them. You feel good. This person makes you feel important. They have their eye on you. They really see you. But maybe that's the part that is making you participate in the waiting. That it feels too good to be true. We have take care. Enemies are working against you. It's your cynicism. I feel that you feel like you can't have victory. We have the Chariot here, which is Cancer energy. It feels like you're holding back your feelings, which is something that Cancer will do. Not necessarily showing you what's going on the surface. Cancer will keep it to themselves, and it feels like because you're keeping it to yourself, you're not, you're holding back your feelings here. You're holding back your feelings, but understand in doing so, you're holding back your happiness. We have the broken ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business. So maybe you just plan on never calling them back. Maybe you just plan on never seeing them again. It feels like maybe for you it wasn't a match, or it was a mismatch, or it actually feels like this person gave you too much emotion or made you feel something that you have been avoiding. What's this here? Caterpillar, things will not always be this way. A change is coming. So for those of you who have backed off from a relationship or feel like someone has backed off from you, Crosswatcher, it feels like this person is scared of their feelings. They're scared because things are going too quickly. We're getting to like each other too quickly, or you're showing signs of affection. And this person has been at this crossroad before. It feels like they either are not coming back, or you are not going back. Somebody here is making a decision to part ways. Compliments from an admirer. So this person may be someone who is very kind to you, but it made you feel uncomfortable. Maybe they complimented you a lot, told you that you were really beautiful or good looking, or there was something about you, something about the connection you had with them that made you uncomfortable. It may have been love bombing. Maybe you were being love bombed, or you thought that you might be. Maybe this person just got really connected emotionally really quickly for you, too quickly for you, Leo. Got the Four of Wands, Chariot. Got the Page of Wands. Got the Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. Interesting energy here. So it feels like you want it, though, Leo. It feels like it's a go for you in your head, but you're just really scared because things are moving really quickly. It's like the Wheel of Fortune is like, okay, fine, you found it, you did it, it's now or never, and you feel pushed into it. You feel like this person's trying to push you into feelings that you don't want to feel. This feels too comfortable. It feels like the last time I was with that other person and I just ended up getting my heart smashed. This person is being really emotional with you or speaking about emotional things. Someone is giving you clarity on their emotions, and I feel it's making you really uncomfortable. It feels like you want to run or just put distance between you and them. But understand, I don't think it's because you don't like them. I think it's because they make you feel things. They make you feel the Four of Wands. Like maybe this person is someone who is a good mother or a good father. Maybe this is someone I could get some stability with, or someone I want to go back to see over and over again. But it's scaring you. It's scaring you because divinity is looking you in the face. You feel it. You know that it's time to move forward, but you're fighting it. Because, what do we got here? Fixed signs, and that's you, right? We've got Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius. It is Aquarius season. You will be sort of feeling stuck a little. And up in your head, I do believe. That's what the Aquarius energy is all about, being very cerebral and very honest. And I think that when you're honest with yourself, Leo, I think what you want is this. But I feel like somebody here is speaking about it too soon, or it almost makes you cringe, or it makes you feel like this person is way more in than you are. It makes you want to run, and you get silent. I do believe you put space between yourself and that person right now. I do believe there's a reason that it's silent, and I think it's because either you're going through something that you need to end before anything gets any more serious between you and this other person. There's the Tower of the ending. Okay. Yeah, you're scared that it's gonna be history repeating itself. Yeah, the realization of, look, what are you doing? This is the ending, not the beginning. Like it's confusing to you. I feel. You feel like you could be hurt at any moment. The tower falls. It's a realization that this is going to a place where my heart could get smashed because we're showing affection to each other too quickly. It makes you want to run from the feelings of past. Like, the thing is I feel like you haven't healed from whatever was going on back there. And I feel like the Five of Cups is telling me that you still have feelings about something that feels undone or not finished, or we haven't closed the door, we haven't ended the chapter. It feels like cycles are ending right now, but there also is a chapter that needs to end. And it's in your head. The chapter has not ended. That's what it feels like. In your head, the chapter is still going. And so it tends to hijack you, right? It hijacks you mentally. You're like, this feels like emotion. This feels like this person really likes me or loves me. And it scares the heck out of me because I've seen this go before. I've seen this happen before, and it was a broken ring. It was a parting of ways. So maybe you're thinking of parting of ways with someone here. Parting ways with someone because the emotion is too much for you to process or handle. This person keeps talking about their feelings. Maybe they've even said you're a soulmate. 5 and 1 is 6. So that's the thing. The thing is, Leo, is I see that you're thinking about this. You're thinking about how good it could be should you let go and let everything move forward, that there could be a commitment here. You're very passionate with this person. Crazy chemistry. I feel like everything feels good when you're with them. And then when you get away from them, it feels like you go into mental overdrive. You try and start figuring out things. There must be something I'm missing. There has to be something I'm missing here. Why does this feel so good? So guess what, Leo? This person's letting you out of the cage. They're not going to chase you. Nope. They're going to let you go wherever it is that you need to go, because whoever you're dealing with here, this person really believes that whatever's meant for them will never pass them by. They believe in letting the bird out of the cage because they know that the caged bird cannot survive. It cannot sing. And they see you as a free bird. They also see you as someone who really needs to do a little bit of work on themselves. But this person also is working on themselves. So I feel as though this person understands your angst and your upset, your emotions. You're running away from the emotions or trying to create space with them because you don't want to feel the emotions. But this person's letting you go. They're going to let you go and do your thing because it feels like somebody here either is a fixed sign or somebody is quite intuitive or psychic here. This person is reading your energy and your movements. They're not necessarily listening to the silence. They're allowing you to have whatever it is that you need. This person feels like they really do have emotions for you. They just want you to be happy. And you're feeling stuck because this person keeps talking to you about emotional things, and it makes it It throws water at your inner demons. It really makes them angry. You don't want to talk about feelings. This isn't about feelings. This is about swords. This isn't about cups. But, you know, the thing is that you keep saying with the page that this is only a physical connection. But I think the Knight of Cups showing up tells me that you're a liar, liar, pants on fire. Yes. So I feel like you need to work on being stuck. Think you need to work on being your fixed energy. Leo, you don't like to change your mind. Just because you've gone on with this the way this thing has gone in the past, and things that feel like love or emotion or kindness end up bad, that's a rule you've made in your head. That's not the actual real world. That's not what's going on here. So I think what you want to do is you want to end it with this person. And there's been silence, right? There's been no talking. But I think that there is going to be this. And it's going to make you realize, give you a realization that you're terrified. That you've been hurt so many times is the reason why you're ready to close this cycle. 9 of Swords. It's clarity. Yeah, the Tower falls and it gives you clarity. All right. I do really think that you see this person as someone who would be good in a commitment. That you think that there's a reason that you two have met, or whatever is there's a reason you've met. You don't know why you feel emotions for this person or feel like you want to have a commitment, or maybe that this person makes you entertain commitment, whereas you'd never entertained committing to anyone else before. They've changed your mind, which kind of freaks you out because you are the fixed sign. You don't like to change your mind. I know that because I'm a Taurus sun. I don't like to change my mind either. So I feel like this person lets you go. Leo, this person's not chasing you. This person is allowing the free bird to go. They know that whatever's meant for them will never pass them by. 3-3 tells me this person knows they're on the right path. They may even be a Libra or have Libra in the chart. But this person just wants to have you in a balanced energy. They want to make things even and fair. They want you to have justice in love. They want you to know that they got your back. But I think that maybe you misinterpreted that for someone falling in love with you. But I really feel like this person is just trying to really have your back, trying to make you balance, trying to make you slow down a little bit. You are fast, Leo, right? You move quickly. So I feel that you are going to be able to get out of whatever it is that you're stuck in. I still don't think you like that this person talks about feelings. I'm going to be honest. I don't think that you like it. I feel that you think you should get unstuck. The 9 of Swords is here, bottom right-hand corner of this card. It's like I stay up at night. I think about this person all the time. I'm not sure what to do about them, but I'm really scared that they're catching the feelings too fast and too quick. Which is something to say about you, Leo, because you move kind of quick. The challenge is walking away. Do you walk away or do you not walk away? It's a decision that you're making in the current moment, I feel. So this person has let you go. They've let you out of the cage. They're not holding you down. Nope. Now you have to decide whether you're going to loop back or not. They're leaving the ball in your court. I like it. They are leaving the ball in your court. This is all up to you. As it is with the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is change. It's great change. It is fortunate change. Things are about to move forward for you in a way. It's like you're on the precipice of saying, yeah, maybe I should go back, but you're not exactly sure. The universe is giving you the opportunity to do that and is showing you with the Wheel of Fortune that things are going to be beautiful, but I don't think you believe it. I don't think you're worthy of it. I don't think you can receive it. You cannot perceive of a person who would let you go in love in order to hope that you would come back. It feels like you can't even fathom that. Tell me about the lovers here, please. It's with the broken ring and the lovers. You thought you knew that the relationship that you were in the past was solid. You thought it was solid. You were on top of the world, in your power, doing your thing, doing your own thing. You really had happiness. But I do feel that the Six of Swords is here to say it came to an end and somebody moved on, and I don't think it was you. I think that you're now left with memories that you cannot scale. Yeah, you cannot jump those memories. You can't get out of the way. You can't get them out of the way, and that leaves you in the waiting game. Leaves you waiting and wondering if there really is happiness out there. Tell me more about the waiting game. What are you waiting for? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What are you waiting for? You're waiting for this person to contact you and tell you they want to work on it. Yeah. Well, if you're dealing with a Cancer or a fixed sign, that's not happening. No, they're not coming to you to tell you that they want you. They're not. The waiting game is you waiting on them waiting on you. Are we going to work on this? Are we just going to have a second shot? The Tower's here. Should we just let the Tower knock everything down and give each other reciprocity and start again? Should we work on it or should we not? That is the question in the waiting game. And what's your answer? The answer is, I think you're going to stay on the outside looking in. I don't think you're going back. I think you're going to make a choice to move forward because you think that this person has an ulterior motive. I'm just going to tell you that that's not what it looks like to me. Nope, sure doesn't. I feel like this person sees your sadness, your Five of Cups, and that's the reason they let you go, because they thought you needed space. They thought that you would just turn around and come right back and tell them that you love them, tell them that you had feelings too. And if it's not going to work that way, it's not. But this person is not a chaser. They are not someone who is going to chase you. The challenge is getting you out of your head. The only way that you can have what is right here, if you cannot receive what divine timing is bringing for you, then it's going to pass you by this time. But whatever's meant for you will never pass you by. It'll be back, but you have more lessons to learn. It's the test, right? It's the test of, here it is. How bad do you want it? What I think you're doing right now is I think you're staying up in your head. I think that you feel like your hands are tied. It feels too close to something that could make you very, very happy, and it's freaking you out. Yeah. So I think that's where we leave you, right here, the Eight of Swords. Trying to figure out whether you want to move forward or whether you don't. I think at the very least, you might owe this person an apology if you ghosted. You might owe them an apology if you just stopped talking to them. Yeah. But I think that you're feeling very disconnected from you, very disconnected from making decisions. The Eight of Swords and the Five of Pentacles are energies of lack, and I don't know what to do, and I'm up in my head, and you don't want to feel things. Page of Cups. You want to say sorry, but I don't necessarily know that you're going to mean it. Yeah. Because this is where you're at right now. You think everything's working against you. Even when it comes charging at you for victory. And that's the truth. It is all a mindset. It could be right there for you to reach out and grab it. If you don't believe you're worthy of it, it's not coming. You choose it. Yeah, you choose to close the cycle here. I don't believe you're going back. All right. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much, Leo, for coming here and clicking here. I do appreciate you. And I will go for now. Love you guys. Bye-bye.